Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great day and welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. Before we get started with the topic of the day, which is a great topic to start this new year, I want to say Happy New Year to you and your family. I wish you an amazing 2025. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. We had a great 2024 and let's move it right into 2025 and keep the momentum going. So thank you so much for being here. Now, one thing that we're waiting on with the 2025 model year, we still haven't seen all the trucks we can when it comes to some of the changes for 2025. And the big topic of the model year so far, where are the iForce Max Tundras? Now, we've been able to see a couple TRD Pros on the lot over the last couple of weeks. And as you know, you could only get the new generation TRD Pro in iForce Max, that hybrid engine. But you guys have been asking, where are the other trims? Well, today I was able to find a couple that you need to see. I go on AutoTrader every day and I look to see where the iForce Max is. Are there any on the ground? How many are on the way? And I'm happy to report there are quite a few on the ground right now across the country in all different trims, including limited. And when I say limited, I mean limited TRD off-road, regular limited, and Nightshade. And those are on the ground units with on the ground pictures. But when I was looking for the iForce Maxes, I found two that you absolutely need to see. Now, when we talk about the Toyota Tundra in the new generation, one thing comes up all the time. No matter how cool of a truck that I show you, the question is always, where's the 6.5-foot bed Crew Max Tundras? Well, how about this? A few different options that are pretty hard to find, but a lot easier to find in 2025. How about Platinum, TRD Off-Road, 6.5-foot bed, TRD 3-inch lift. Let's check this first one out. This is Midnight Black Metallic iForce Max, 6.5-foot bed, Crew Max, Platinum with the TRD Off-Road package, TRD lift, man. This is pretty much, I would say, the highest end Tundra you can get. And yes, I know the capstone is above this, but this is one of those things I really like to break down when I'm talking about the new generation Toyota Tundra and the availability of packages and options. Things you can't get on the capstone: TRD 3-inch lift, TRD off-road package, 6.5-foot bed. Now, Platinum and 1794 sit right under capstone, and you can get those options and keep all of the luxury features. Now, there are unique things on capstone that you can't get on the Platinum in 1794, but that's like semi-aniline black and white leather, things like that. But when it comes to JBL 14-inch screen, iForce Max option, pano roof, 360 camera, you could get all of those on the Platinum and 1794. So in my humble opinion, and we can disagree about this all you want, that's what makes this fun, I think the Platinum and the 1794 are the absolute sweet spot if you're looking for luxury and extra capability. So to be able to find one of these with the iForce Max engine is something pretty cool. So this is classic Toyota in Hampton, that's in Virginia. And what are some differences with the iForce Max this year for the Toyota Tundra? There's not many differences. It's more visual cues. On the hood, we know since the new generation came out, there has been an iForce Max emblem. Well, they shrunk it down a little bit, and it's the same one that's on the Toyota Sequoia, okay? So you don't have the larger emblem anymore. It's more of a smaller one. On the rear of the truck, there's also an iForce Max badge that is on the tailgate. Now, what's new for 2025 on the Toyota Tundra, specifically a Platinum and say a 1794? Massaging seats. They're available on Platinum, 1794, and Capstone, and the power up-down tailgate is available on the upgraded SR5 and up. So those are the main differences. They also upgraded the wireless charger in these Tundras and black headliners in all Tundras. There's no more gray headliner. But as far as the spec goes, this one is definitely tough to find. And I've never actually seen one with this setup here. 6.5-foot bed Crew Maxes. You see them every once in a while, but this model year, I've seen a lot of them. I've even seen a Platinum TRD off-road with the 6.5-foot bed Crew Max setup, but it was an iForce Max and it didn't have the TRD 3-inch lift. I mean, this is something that is really special when it comes to Toyota Tundras in the new generation and what I'm able to find every day when I'm looking at them. This is something that grabbed my attention immediately. With the Platinum, we talk about all the luxury features. You do get a ton of them. But with the TRD off-road package, you get locking rear diff, multi-terrain select, crawl control. This has the TRD 3-inch lift with the Falcon Wild Peak tires and the 20-inch TRD wheels. So you get nice capability, a lot of luxury, truck a tow, just under 11,000 pounds. This is, of course, a 4x4. So this is, as I always say, when I see these high-end Tundras with the off-road package, it's luxury meets capability and then some extra because you're getting that TRD 3-inch lift. So you're going to have all factors of a Toyota Tundra you want in this. The only thing I would suggest is putting on maybe a little bit more aggressive of a tire, but that's going to be up to each owner. This also has the Wi-Fi trailer package. If you look on the top of the cab, you will see 3 fins instead of the regular one. That is an option. It was in the 2024 Tundra. We didn't see it a lot, but it's also an option I've seen a few times now for 2025 as well. If you look at the tailgate, you will see on the bottom right that new iForce Max badge. And once again, that is now a power up-down tailgate. And the best part about Platinum, if you're looking for, aesthetic features and how you want your truck to look, the Platinum comes with dark chrome all over it. With the TRD off-road package, you get the black TRD wheels. And being this is midnight black, everything has that really good flow together. And it's just a beautiful truck. The dark chrome and the midnight black go together perfectly. You have the TRD grille up front, which is more of like a sparkle gray grille when you get up into 1794 and Platinum versus the Limited and SR5, which is a black TRD grille. Premium auto leveling headlights are standard as well. On the inside, digital gauge cluster, the heated leather wrap steering wheel. This has the TRD shifter, the red TRD engine start button, the sport pedals, heated, ventilated, memory, genuine leather seats. They're heated and ventilated front and rear. There's a shot of that new wireless charger that changed for the 2025 model year. We'll have to hear from owners of 2025 if it's any better than the one that was in the 22 to 24, which personally, in my experience, would always break charge. So it would be charging and then you hit a bump and it would break the charge. So hopefully they corrected that. Here's a look at the back seat. There's the panel roof. And under the seats, when you go hybrid, you lose the under seat storage because that's where the batteries are. So just keep that in mind when you're looking. Some people want that under seat storage. Well, you got to go regular iForce to get it. Now, price of this one, $80,684. Not a cheap Tundra. So I don't know if unlock the regular price, how much that would knock off. There are incentives, but my guess before any kind of dealing, you're looking 77 to 78,000 with the Toyota incentive. I believe it's 2,000 off on Tundras right now, but don't quote me. And here is the options on it. There wasn't a window sticker to look at, so I just had to go down on the website. You got that 3-inch lift for $4,000. The port installed options are just the all-weather floor liners. This has that tow tech package I was talking about with the 3 fins on the roof, $850. And you have the TRD off-road package, which gives you all those goodies in there as well to increase the capability of the truck. Now, we were talking about the Platinum, and then we were saying the sister trim 1794. Well, when I was making this video, I decided to see if there are any iForce Max 1794s out there. And look what I found. 1794 TRD off-road iForce Max 6.5-foot bed TRD 3-inch lift. So everything we just looked at, here is the Western theme. So all of those luxury features are still on this truck. The difference is you're going to see more chrome on the outside versus dark chrome, and on the inside is saddle brown. The price of this one is $79,054 with the incentive of $2,000 from Toyota, but this is the same exact setup. Check it out. People are always looking for the TRD 3-inch lift factory installed options out there. With the iForce Max now making its appearance on the Toyota Tundra for 2025. We've been waiting and waiting, and it looks like they're starting to populate around the country. Well, these are 2 really good ones to show you guys up front right at the new year. The biggest exterior difference for the 1794, we talked about, the new iForce Max badge on the Tundras and all that. If you look at the tailgate, it has, instead of the Tundra stamp across the bed that we have gotten very used to since the new generation came out, this has its own unique stamp down in the bottom right, 1794. Kind of looks like what was on the 1794 limited edition last year. Like they got the idea from that. So this one, for the 1794s for 2025, it has that stamp versus the big Tundra across the tailgate. Let me know what you think about that. And of course, because it's an iForce Max, it also has that badge on the tailgate as well. But a beautiful looking truck. I mean, if you like the Western theme, you guys know I have a 1794 TRD off-road. I'm in love with it. I mean, this is absolutely the most packaged one you could get. The 3-inch lift, the TRD off-road, the 6.5-foot bed, and the iForce Max. This is a truck to do the job right here. all the luxury, all the features you could get. And just like we spoke about with the Platinum, everything you could ever want, 360 camera, all the goodies on this as well. Let's look at the interior. And here's the biggest difference. Still get the genuine leather, front and rear, heated and ventilated seats with the memory function for driver. You still get the digital gauge cluster, the JBL, the 14-inch screen. It's all there for you. Lock and diff, multi-terrain, select crawl control, because it's TRD off-road. So you have everything that's the same as, I love that Toyota did this, because some people don't like this kind of interior. Some people just want that jet black interior, and that's what the Platinum is. Same level of luxury. You just get to choose Western theme with the chrome, or the Platinum theme, which is all black, dark chrome. So let me know which one you like in the comments below. If you look at the bottom right of this picture, you will see the interior button for the up-down tailgate there. And again, new wireless charger for the 2025 model year. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on a few different things here? Number one, we're finally starting to see iForce Maxes populate around the country. And again, I'm not talking about the TRD Pro. We already filmed a couple of those, but I haven't seen anything other than the TRD Pros on the ground locally, but they're inbound. I would think in the next couple weeks, we will finally see a 2025 iForce Max in my general area of New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York. So I'm looking forward to that. So with them starting to populate around the country, what's your thoughts on these two right here? As someone that looks at Tundras all the time, I'm all over Auto Trader, I'm all over dealer websites around the country. Crew Max, 6.5-foot bed, iForce Max, TRD 3-inch lift on a Platinum TRD off-road, or even a 1794 TRD off-road, that's not an everyday truck. And that is worthy of the first video of 2025, in my opinion. I would absolutely take these home any day of the week. The only thing I would change, and we always talk about this, but we got to say it, nice aggressive tire on that. And this truck's perfect. You just leave it alone after that. But let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're looking for an iForce Max Tundra, is this one that you would take home, whether it be the 1794 or the Platinum? There are a lot of you, more than I thought there would be, that want that Crew Max with the 6.5-foot bed. But the good news is, if you're a fan of the Crew Max with the 5.5-foot bed, you can find these setups on that bed configuration as well. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. I thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, Happy New Year to each and every one of you. And I thank you so much for watching the channel in 2024, and hope you will stay for a fun-filled 2025. Have a great day.